Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa Urban Bean, and in this video, I'm going to be going over something I'm so excited about. Today, I'm going to show you fabrics, inspiration, patterns for an outfit that I have been wanting to make for months and months and months. The planning time period of my sewing takes so long because it takes a really long time to find the fabrics. It takes a long time to find the time to make it happen. And I still am gathering some of the materials, but I really wanted to show you this plan. I will tell you right now that this is to recreate some of Ralph Lauren's iconic Americana pieces. So let's get started on this video of all the materials and the inspiration for this outfit. Okay, so first I want to talk about the inspiration. I, like many countless other people, really admire Ralph Lauren and his design, his vision, his styling. Probably more than anything, his styling is just so beyond unique. And one thing I think that we love about Ralph Lauren is that he's going to be wearing a tuxedo jacket and a tuxedo tie and shirt with jeans. And he's done that many times. And I'm just realizing right now that clearly my outfit right now is probably inspired by Ralph Lauren. I made this tuxedo shirt. It's going to be in my long sleeve video of all the things that I made since I quit Instagram. But this is a vintage pattern. It's very 80s. It actually was supposed to have shoulder pads, but I thought that the sleeves were doing enough of the legwork. It didn't need shoulder pads. This book is titled Ralph Lauren. That's what the book is called. And he has another one called Way of Living, which is all about his home interiors. And this one is all about clothes. Flipping through this book is pure inspiration, truly. You see things throughout the ages. You see him in his home. You see his interiors. You see photo shoots of years past. You see vintage. You see his inspiration, his wife, Ricky. I love that she has always been his muse since day one. I think it's so beautiful. You see lifestyles of the Hamptons, and then you see the lifestyle of mountains in Colorado. You see it all. So from this, I just have these two pictures. One of this beautiful young model in a sampler knitted sweater with a collar popping out at the top, as well as the collar coming out of the sleeve. And then this woman with a beautiful knitted sweater. She was rolling around in the hay with the conch belt. So fun. The handkerchief coming out of her blouse and the skirt. Notice on the skirt the Pentex and the embroidered cotton on the bottom. Okay, so this is my inspiration. These are the pieces that I am inspired by, and I'm so fortunate and so excited. I have scored Ralph Lauren pieces over the years, and one is of 3 blouses. This is Ralph Lauren 2363. It's Vogue American Designer. And I plan on sewing View C, where you have I think it's called a jabot, where you have this lacy collar sticking out. It's not the exact collar of the model, but this is the one that's speaking to me. And with this pattern, I have this white linen fabric. So this white linen fabric I got it from Mood. They call it a famous Australian designer white linen and cotton woven. This fabric, when they say famous designer, I don't even know. I can say this because I can tell you that the famous designer is Zimmerman. And I'm so grateful that they allow Mood to sell their fabrics because we want to keep these from the landfill. We want to use beautiful fabrics, and it's so smart for companies to do this. So this is a really nice handkerchief linen feel to it, and I think it will make a beautiful, beautiful blouse. Like I said, that this has a lace jabot. I could be saying that wrong, and I'm aware. So this is the lace that I have I also bought it online from Mood. It comes in a panel. It's a really, really big piece. This is 1 yard, but I think it will be a really pretty feature around the neck. And I'm hoping that either I will wear it as the envelope has it, or I will wrap it around twice to give kind of just that high collar look and a little bow. I love the details and the kind of the scallops that are happening in this lace. I think it's so pretty. The other thing for this blouse is it needs buttons and it needs flat, just a thinner flat lace for the collar, sorry, for the cuff. I haven't yet sourced that. I might try and use just this lace, but it doesn't have a flat curve. It has more of a scallop curve. I found this vintage Lucky Day style. It's a brand Lucky Day, these vintage buttons. And so it's going to have just like a pearly white button on that. I think these are probably too big. The pattern calls for smaller buttons, but this is what I'm going to use. That is the blouse plan. I'm really excited to get started on it. These patterns are really old, and to be honest, when I got them, they kind of were stinky. As I go about making this blouse, I'm going to see if somewhere inside the pattern in the instructions, it lists the copyright date, because it doesn't on the envelope. And I love to know when my patterns were copyrighted, when this design was made, but I'm going to say in the 80s or the early 90s. Okay, for the skirt, this is another Vogue pattern, American Designer by Ralph Lauren. It's just so special that this inspiration photo in his book has a line by line pattern that Vogue put out. I'm just so grateful for designers that work with the pattern companies to make this happen, to get it into our hands. And yeah, I will say though that this one also is really stinky. I think, yeah, when I got this pattern, I remember I actually like sprayed this top part of the envelope. I sprayed it with Lysol because it was really smelly, which is so sad. So I think not only do I need to make a tissue drawing of the pattern pieces, but I probably need to make a color copy of the envelope and maybe just throw this out because that might be a problem. You don't really want that in your stash. But here there is a shirt or dress and 2 different skirt variations. And one of the skirt variations has pin tucks and the lace bottom. And so it really is a line by line drawing of his design that's in his book. For that, I have, what is this cotton called? I sourced this cotton from Stone Mountain Daughter Fabrics. I emailed them and I asked them, I think I sent them a picture of my inspiration. And I said, what fabrics do you have? She gave me 7 different links. So I ordered 7 different samples and I ultimately decided on this one. It feels heavier, which is what I wanted in the skirt. It feels crisp and I think it's going to work really, really well with the pin tucks. I think it will take a press really well, which cotton always does. The eyelet bottom, I honestly did not look high and low. I just went on Etsy and I basically ordered the first thing I saw because I was just ready to get at least something. This is probably the first thing I got. And so when I got my samples, I wanted to make sure that the whites matched. But this is just a pretty cotton with an embroidered flowers on it. So this will be pretty. Let me see if it has a scalloped edge. It does. Thank you. I forgot. It has a scalloped edge, which means the hem is already done. And it will be such a really pretty feature. The last piece of this outfit is the knitted sweater, which I am so excited to do. I've been wanting a sampler knitted sweater for a really long time. And this is not a Ralph Lauren design, but honestly, it totally is. I found this on eBay for like a few dollars, and it is just a basic pattern for the sweater. and then a diagram for the sampler that you then go in with a duplicate stitch. I do not have the yarn for this sweater yet because yarn costs a lot of money and I've obviously spent money to buy this fabric. So I'm going to make these two pieces first. I'm going to finish this sweater that I'm knitting now, and then I will buy this yarn, hopefully. But I will say I do have some stashes. I have a little stash of yarn that I'll be able to use for the duplicate stitch for the actual design. And I will try and do the colors that are found in the inspiration. The design is a little bit different, but it is still a sampler sweater. Now in samplers, the tradition is that the maker has their initials and the year that they knitted or cross-stitched their sampler. And so this sampler pattern has 1982 and the initials of the knitter. I love 1982. I love that date, or 1986. That's when I was born. So I'm debating if I should put like a 1980s date on my knitted sweater or 2026. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do, what you would do for your sampler knitted sweater. I'm really excited to get started. I'm so excited to start cutting out these pieces. I am excited to wear it, and I want to wear it all the time once I finish it. So thank you so much for following along. I will show you the process of some of these things. Let me know what you think about the inspiration and these pattern pieces and the fabric choices. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Okay, bye guys.